Future Generation ESG Leader Training Program with LG Chemicals. Hi, my name is Larg. Today, we'll learn about biodiversity, which is our future. Let's begin. I'll start things off with a quiz. What day is May 22? My birthday? No, it's the International Day for Biodiversity. The International Day for Biodiversity was founded to protect various organisms living on Earth. Biodiversity. What does it mean? Simply put, it's about the diversity of organisms living in an area. Then, what does it mean to have diverse life forms? Let's go and find out. Biodiversity consists of ecological diversity, species diversity, and genetic diversity. Let's go over one by one. First, we have ecological diversity. The ecosystem encompasses organisms, the place and environment they live in, and all relationships within them. That's why ecological diversity represents the diversity of organisms and the environment they reside. When the environment is only the sea, only marine organisms can live there. However, when the environment includes the sea, forests, jungles, and rivers, more organisms can live there. Next, we have species diversity. This is related to how many species there are. Bears, rabbits, foxes, pine trees, flowers, and other visible species, as well as microorganisms invisible to the naked eye, and other secluded insects are all included. Lastly, we have genetic diversity. Let me use rabbits as an example. Do all rabbits look the same? No. Some have brown hair, some have white hair, and some are spotted. They are all diverse. That's because each type of rabbit has different genes. The degree of genetic variety is referred to as genetic diversity. Biodiversity covers a wide range of fields, doesn't it? Here are ecosystems A and B. Which ecosystem do you think is healthier? Let's find out. 3, 2, 1. That's right. Ecosystem B is healthier. When grasshoppers disappear from ecosystem A, frogs disappear because they feed on grasshoppers. It won't be long until snakes die out from starvation as well. This ecosystem could disappear with the elimination of just one species. In contrast, when grasshoppers disappear in ecosystem B, the frogs would lose their food and die out. However, snakes can feed on rats and rabbits instead. That's why a species or two might disappear, but the entire ecosystem survives. So, we can say ecosystem B is healthier. This is all thanks to higher biodiversity. The unfortunate thing is that biodiversity is under serious threat. Since the 1900s, the speed of organism extinction has rapidly increased. According to a study, organisms have been going extinct 1,000 times faster since humans appeared. Let me introduce you to 2 extinct organisms. Dodos were birds on an island that couldn't fly. However, people came into the island and caught them. Also, organisms from the outside came into the island with the people and ate their eggs, making their offspring disappear and go extinct. Golden toads lived in Costa Rica. As you can see in the picture, their males had vivid orange bodies. Golden toads went extinct because their habitats dried up due to global warming. We'll never get to see dodos and golden toads again. Isn't that unfortunate? Let's find out more about why organisms shrink in their numbers or go extinct. The first reason is because their habitats are destroyed. Second, the organisms might not be able to adapt to climate change. Or because they lose the places they used to live in, just like the golden toad. Third, when they are caught illegally or excessively, it becomes harder for them to make offspring, leading to their extinction. Fourth, pollution in their environments is another factor, as pollution makes organisms' lives unhealthy. Fifth, just like the organisms that threaten dodos, external species living in other areas may invade habitats and threaten the organisms already living there. Now, let's look into organisms that didn't go extinct but fell a lot in their numbers. Let's have a look at honeybees. Honey helps transfer pollen, which help plants bloom flowers and make fruits. But as of 2022, 7.8 billion bees have disappeared, which is 16% of all bees. When bees disappear, it becomes harder to make fruits. That could lead to less food we can eat, such as crops, fruits, and vegetables. Among the top 100 harvests we eat, 70% or them get help from honeybees to bloom their flowers and bear fruits. My favorite food is apple. I can't imagine a world without apples. Which fruit is your favorite? Let's protect honeybees and biodiversity to save the fruits we love. Biodiversity gives us ecosystem services. Ecosystem services refer to all benefits we get from nature. Specifically, it not only includes various food supplies, but also the trees to make chairs, and the same trees purify the pollutants in the air, as well as preventing landslides and moderating the climate. Also, natural landscapes, such as the beautiful ocean, gives us cultural benefits for us to enjoy and relax. The vibrant land and sea support the lives of various organisms, including us. Wow! It looks like biodiversity is very important. Now that we know the value of biodiversity, let's find out how we can appreciate it and take action to protect the diversity of organisms. The first action we can take in everyday life includes turning off lights and pulling plugs we don't use to save energy. We can also decrease pollution by reducing waste. Another way is to protect wildlife. You shouldn't throw rocks at wild animals or hurt wild plants. You should never bring outside species without any permission. You can make these efforts to protect wildlife, right? Communities and the government can help as well. To protect and manage wildlife, they can preserve their habitats, prevent uncontrolled development, and sign international treaties to uphold biodiversity. From today, I'll take action to help protect biodiversity. Let's protect biodiversity together.